Hi everyone, I'm back today with another book review to do. I have read quite a few books since my last video, but for most of them, I didn't really have anything in particular to say on the book enough for it to warrant its own video. So for some, I think I'm going to wait. Like, a couple of the books I read are part of a trilogy, and I think I'm going to wait till I read the last one and I'll do a separate video on that. And then I read a couple Agatha Christie books, which I never have enough to say for those. Maybe because they're so short, or they're all kind of really similar, I don't know, to make their own videos. So some of them are going to wait until my monthly wrap up. But this book, which I did read a couple weeks ago, I just have not had time to film yet. This review is on Wondrous Strange by Leslie Livingston. This is a fairy book. I don't know why this is, but I seem to have read so many fairy books lately. Rick and Lovely, The Iron King, and now this one, and I feel like it's a little bit too soon for me to have tried all of these, but really it's because these are ones that I've had on my shelf for, since last summer, for almost a year. So I really wanted to read those instead of just having them sitting there, and that way I could move on to my newer books, because I felt like it was bad to read the newer ones first. But anywho, on to the review. Wondrous Strange is about a girl, this is, I'm assuming, her, she's a redhead, named Kelly Winslow, who has just moved to New York. She's 17. Instead of going to school, she's decided she wants to be, an actress in theater, and she is acting in A Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare. She's actually the understudy for Queen Titania, I think, but then the actress gets injured, I forget what happens, and she ends up having to take the part. She meets this mysterious guy named Sonny Flannery, and he turns out to be a fairy, a changeling, where he was a human boy kidnapped and raised by fairies, and now he guards the gates to the fairy world, and they meet, and then they find out things that, Kelly is not just a normal girl, and I won't spoil exactly what it is, but the reader should be able to figure it out. And there's kind of a mystery in here they have to figure out. Someone in the fairy world has been unleashing the wild hunt, which are queen mabs, like wild, I'll just say creatures. I don't want to get too much into it, and bad stuff is going on since Sonny met Kelly. And Kelly's history ties into all of this and why it is going on. So let's know the synopsis. What did I think about the book? I was really enjoying it at first for the paranormal, romance-esque thing. Girl meets a guy or whatever. I thought it was pretty good, because although they were attracted to each other, it wasn't like automatically Kelly thought, oh, this is my guy that I'm going to be with forever. And her reaction, she was definitely a much stronger, less passive lead compared to some other paranormal heroines out there. But I was liking it until it was maybe about halfway, or a little bit over halfway, when the romance really got started. It became disappointing to me, because my main thing was the romance. What started out so well, it was, these people naturally getting to know each other. All of a sudden, it was like accelerated, like rushed, and we're in love. And that really kind of soured things for me. I'm like, you were on the right track, Leslie Livingston. Why did you suddenly change, your way, this slower moving relationship, to insta-love, pretty much? I don't understand. I feel like it is a trilogy. I feel like it would have been better to let that wait until later on in the series, maybe in the second book or whatever. So that was really the main thing. Also, the whole kind of like mystery of Kelly's past and everything is really very, very obvious. I was able to guess Kelly's origins, who was her father, who was her mother, which is a mystery even to the characters, and what happened, and also how that her past ties in with Sunny's past in a way. I was able to guess all of that, so none of that was really mysterious at all, and I think most readers will be able to pick up on it. But if you don't, hey, then you'll be surprised. I wasn't. That didn't ruin the book for me. It was really the first thing, the romance, which could have been well done. It started off looking like it was going to be well done, and then it just wasn't. It disappointed me so much. I would probably, if the romance had gone the way I wanted or the way I thought it was going when I was reading it at first, I would probably give it a 4, but as it is, I give Wondrous Strange a 3 out of 5. So maybe people who are more into the paranormal romance genre or fairy books just themselves will find more enjoyment out of it than I did. It is a pretty quick, easy read, so it took me less than a day to finish it. I do recommend it with those caveats that I mentioned earlier. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in my next video.